Yeah, there it goes. How about chat? Live chat. Wish this dies. Ooh, what rigged poll are we gonna do today?
We've already done swimming.
Swimming has already been done, so has doctors.
What a no.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I think he did that already. Oh no, there was a stream talk.
Yeah, that was a stream
Or
talk.
there was never.
Yeah, maybe we don't then. Do you enjoy hiking?
Sure.
Got a poll.
Like the stream, like the stream if you like hiking, or like the stream if you don't like hiking. Either way, you should like the stream.
It's true. Did you like the stream? Do you like hiking? Yes, I liked the stream. Yes, I did. And yes, I like hiking.
Big hiking.
Up. Paste. No. No way.
Biology. Hello, John.
Hello, John. Hey, Chop. Can you check the document for me?
I pull it up.
I know I'm missing like 5. There's a Luna. Unctile moved 3 times. Wow, I completed a lot of entries. I have already. I did complete a couple out of stream. I didn't complete any, but I did get a couple done out of stream. Like I caught another Hansley. Did some of the grinding. I got Sneeze on Mobile. Hello, Caden Yosef. It has been a while. How you doing?
I've been a bit.
Wow. Everyone hates hiking currently. How could you? What's wrong with hiking?
I gotta close the stream just so this will load faster.
Ain't that? Oops, I forgot to do something real quick.
Alrighty, so where do I need to be looking?
Crimson Mire Lens. 1 second, everyone. Content. Almost done in Mireland. Extremely. That. Do I collect or buy TCG cards? I do very little. No money, nice walk, but you don't do heights. Hiking doesn't have to be heights. I have opened a bunch of packs before, but I don't really collect them at all.
Alright. What specifically am I looking for here?
How many Pokemon does it say I should have by the end of the Mirelands?
One second. Crimson Mireland should have 73 Pokemon caught.
Okay. What about overall?
Overall,
Like around that time.
In the Hisuian Dex overall, you should have 138 caught,
Okay.
with 104 remaining.
You guys enjoy the mimic farming strategy of pop you one move and run away? Favorite object has to be Trubbish. Trubbish is a good one. I hated it a ton back in the day.
Was it because it was trash?
Yes. It was in the generation people were a little bit touchy on already. But for there to be literal trash and not even abstract trash like coughing or grimer, it was.
That's fair.
You have a binder filled with Pokemon cards, including 6 illustration rares. Ooh! As I understand, card buying is actually something you'll get positive on, but you have to have like a certain base of money first. I wonder if this is why they don't let you sprint in battles.
Probably.
Not like you can't do it anyway, but you know. You have a binder. Oh wait, no, I already read that. I've heard recently there's been a big, not scandal, but thing going on with trading cards. Like people are scalping prismatic evolutions. That's really bad. Don't know the details though. Hippowdon. Just run up and stun it, or even just defeat it. Lilligant. Do I have a Lilligant? I do. No victory dance. That would be an XP grind. Chop. What does it? How many was it for the Myrlands? I'm sorry.
For the Myrlands, 73 caught.
Okay, so I'm missing 5. 1. 2. 3, 4. 5. Okay. And those come from farming satchels. Ooh, they're actually satchels to get. Unfortunately, I don't want to farm satchels on stream, but that is the only thing left to do. So, I don't know. I don't want to, like, you know, skip again. But I also don't want to sit here for the grind, you know what I mean? Space-time distortions can't help? They can. Those are also pretty bad to grind for. You're guaranteed one after 40 minutes. Every 5 minutes it checks, and if it fails, it raises the percentage chance. During this time, you're not allowed to rest, which isn't that bad, but it is a key note to make. Or change the time, I don't think. Either one. Additionally, I have to roll the, you know, the very small dice on actually getting the relevant stone for that. It's time I can take a break because you lose your own money. You had to stop so you could wait till your grandmother could. Hey, I remember buying Pokemon packs with my grandmother's money. Also saving money for your surgery at the dentist. Oh. Yeah, that's also important.
Some would say arguably more important.
One might say so. Going out and getting the satchel, and then going back to the violence. Ooh, wait. That was a Haunter. Mass outbreak. I wonder if Gengar can get mass outbreaks. Last time you bought a pack was February 18th, Monday. That's today. Wait, no, it's not. Is that last year? Well, hey, it's been a year. Happy anniversary of not getting to buy packs. That's kind of sad. Feel bad for you. Good luck with that. They're gonna go fight the Blissey for experience. I can catch Gengar in a space-time distortion, so that will bring it down to 6,000 LP I need. And Steelix, so that brings it down to 5,000. But I think that's it. Ah.
I mean, oh yeah.
Can you look up space-time distortion Crimson Mirelens? One of the Pokemon that can be found in it. Well,
You're looking, or do you want me to look in the list? Because is there a specific spot for that? No?
there's no specific Pokemon I'm looking. Well, I guess there are, but I don't know if they're necessarily in it. And that list might not even say it.
Okay.
Let's shuffles out of here. Victory dance.
The list does say where you can apparently consistently find these Pokemon in space-time distortions. And that's Sneasel, Weevil, Gengar, and Steelix.
Okay.
And assumably the more rare ones be Porygon, Porygon 2, and Porygon Z.
Okay. It's like personal stuff. Isn't this okay to say? I mean, it's fine to say. Stepdad's going to Europe as a chef. That's kind of awesome.
Truly chefing it up.
He's chefing it up. The victory dance 3 times. I just off 3 times. I just gotta wait in here for space-time distortion, because I don't think they spawn in Ireland's ones. Have I done a video about Jetigan yet? Oh, they live in caves and use their wings to soak up sun? Awesome. Love my Pokedex entries. They're awful. I love my sleep pattern missing. Just as awful. Hooray. There are also way more efficient ways to soak up sun than wings. Like, that's for general temperature control, if that was needed by them. 6 months ago, where your stepdad goes. I was the first one to leave. She's in Australia, also working as a chef. Whole family is chefs. That Lilligant was the worst Lilligant in the world. Yeah. Bet you got some pretty tasty food growing up. Yeah, you, I'm guessing that's M not. Oh, you're Filipino. Okay. Did your parents cook you good food though? Maybe craft revives. Yes. Ah, damn.
When you grow a Venus flytrap so big it starts catching birds.
It could, theoretically. I don't know if it'd have an easy time digesting them though.
Probably not.
Oop, nope, no rest. Part of me wants to call it on the waiting, just because, you know, we'd be sitting here for up to 40 minutes doing nothing. Is it cool up north?
It's pretty cool, especially about now.
Yeah, Up here is actually in Canada, so they're gonna be a lot colder than I am. But right now it is 16 Fahrenheit. Feels like 11. What about you? Both John and Chop.
Current weather. I think it still feels like 33.
Ooh.
Never mind. Negative 23 feels like negative 34.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like that for the most of the morning tomorrow,
That's nasty.
unless the winds drop down.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the executive order and say that we're not gonna be waiting. Not
Moving
because
on to the next area.
yeah, I think so. Not because I couldn't wait, but because I don't think it's good content. We're not done though. We have Sneasel and Weavile to complete. Bless you. Oh, yeah, my cough probably came on camera. Whoops. Not
Yeah,
camera, microphone.
It's been hopping on your mic.
Oh, it happens. Flash 12 times. Flash significantly fewer times. Didn't even know Slash. Yes. Does this one even know Slash? Yes. There we threw Hippopotas all the way to the Hippowdon. Knock it out. One Slash. I should have grabbed both Sneasels. Slash. Yeah, I will. Slash. What vibe is this playlist today? It's rainy outside with nostalgic Pokemon music. We're gonna go best Pokemon music to chill study in game 2. And then we're gonna get Kroger Big K Collab. It's Dawn. It makes me unbelievably furious when I see Dawn ads that advertise how much they care about the ducklings in the oil. Plastic is made from oil. They do not care about the ducklings in the oil. Even though they claim they do. Such nonsense, I do not like it.
So what dish soap do you buy?
There is one that actually has hemp packaging that I buy.
Oh.
So I do need to beat this one. No, I don't need to beat this one. I still believe I don't think. I think I just need to beat it. Six slashes down. It's actually super fast. Go trip your folks to buy their products. And the marketing works. Well, I don't think that the plastic they use to make their bottles is going to critically make a dent in the oil industry. Like, sorry, cough. Not just one person, I mean specifically Dawn in general. So I wouldn't feel too bad about it. Like, if every single thing stopped using plastics, there'd be way too much oil still coming out for that, so. All good. Getting it weak because I need to use Agile Style Ice Shard on Weavile. But I don't think that's going to knock it out. It might actually. Huh. It did. All right. That finishes out on. You are at 3, 4, 8 slashes from Weavile, 4 from Sneasel. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised at 1. If, while I'm doing this, a space-time distortion forms, I will go to it. And we'll hope together, but I don't think that Onyx and Steelix even spawn in this one, so it wouldn't help that much. Unless it spawns like 5 link cables. Well, 3 link cables, an iron coat, a dawnstone, and something else I'm missing. Now that I use the brick to dig up stones, not all stones. Sun and moon are on that list. But not any other stones, I don't think. Black Augurite, Heat, and a moon. Pretty sure that's all. Two slashes out of 4. Eventually I'm gonna need a voting on that. Well, hang on, what did I decide for next Professor Oak challenge?
I think you wanted to do one of the earlier gens.
I think
That
Heart
could be
Golds
very
could be
wrong.
fun. I was actually doing... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I have an idea of one, so I'm not sure how effective you would want to do it with as or do.
Let's hear it.
Infinite fusions. You'd still catch one of every Pokemon, but
Oh. No, please. There are so many, and I know that you know that, but like, I don't think you just how many
not
that
one.
is.
Yeah, not one of every fusion. Just Pokemon.
Oh. Eh. There are a lot of Pokemon, but I kind of want to avoid a lot of Pokemon. Because... yeah, that's what this is. Something I thought about is a mystery dungeon one. Where I have to befriend all the Pokemon in a dungeon. Fan games or mainline games, either. I actually, the one I want to do the most, I can't, but I would be right now if I could, is Pokemon Reborn. But I need someone to walk me through it. Because, and also a mod to remove dialogue boxes. But there is such a cool and complex Professor Oak challenge. Because there's the possibility of missing out on something entirely, and you have to do a bunch of quest lines for a bunch of different Pokemon. And I think that could be really fun. And it also has level caps, so it's not that grindy. But if you have a fan game suggestion that's not that, go ahead. That could be really cool. That could actually be something. It's got a lot of Pokemon in it, I do know that, so... I will definitely look into it. Chuck, can you PM me Pokemon Castaway? Thank you. Thanks for the suggestion, John. That could be really fun. Pokemon Uranium? Isn't that removed? Oh, that was one too many slashes. Yeah, whatever. Probably about as fast to slash as it was to just leave the battle. I thought it was. I thought that one got too big. I think I'll just left his Barboach, yeah. We could throw food at one. Weird that some Pokemon, you only get one point for evolving. Like you can only evolve one for points. I don't get that. I mean, if it were stone evolutions or something, I could kind of get it. but Barboach, man. Come on, this will be over by now. No. 12. Darn. Might as well go to Lake Valley for this. It'll be a lot easier. A space-time distortion seems to be forming. Am I... Oh yeah, I'm blind. Oh, that's even close by, so I don't have to move all that much. Oh, Barboach. I've seen gameplay of it. Pokemon Xenoverse. I have not either. Is that a Dragon Ball reference?
Sounds like I would give that. I'm looking at all of these, and I'm getting like download links ready if you want to. And I'm probably gonna send them over to you. I have the uranium ones ready.
Okay, I thought that got annihilated.
No, the main developer, from the looks of it, the main developer is not being developed by its main creator. However, the community has taken over development and maintain its online servers.
Oh, online servers.
Yeah, just briefly reading through.
That's pretty cool.
Let's see, Pokemon Xeno.
This sun reflection on the water is actually really annoying. I can't see the potential Barboach. Pokemon Insurgents. What were we saying, Chop?
Pokemon Xenoverse adds in a new type.
Oh, which one?
Sound.
Boo! I've been an opponent of the sound type ever since I first heard it on the playground. Go ahead, Chop, my bad.
It adds in two new Pikachus, one of them being sound type.
Cool. Sound type, boo. I went through all of the Pokemon and counted all the ones that could reasonably become sound types. It's something like 1/4 of the Pokemon that became fairy types when fairy was added. That's how few sound Pokemon there are. I don't hate the idea of a new type. Actually, I do a little bit, but I like the new forms they have. Ooh! You have to go out of the way to find new forms? That's good for a Professor Oak challenge. I want to have to explore odd routes, you know what I mean? Like, this game's okay about it, Legends Arceus. But having to, like, find a way to slip into a cave so I can get, like, a 10% encounter rate on the pseudo-legendary is really fun for me. You know what I mean?
If I gave you the...
You give me the links.
And ended up I could only find the one for uranium in my little time browsing through.
I thought you were about to say My Little Pony.
No. The little time I spent browsing through these.
Ah. Okay.
If you'd like, I can just send you also an invite for their server.
The biggest thing I want, I'm going to look at Pokemon Castaway. I'm actually kind of hyped for that one.
Alright, we'll continue looking for that.
I have it on my computer, I'm pretty sure. I played it ages ago. So if you can't find it, we're
But
good.
well, like probably a way older.
Yeah. Super long. Lots of plots. Probably edgy dialogue. Look. Depends on what kind of edgy dialogue. There are three. One, 2016 edgy. In which case, hard no. I don't have a choice. Not that I would, but like, regardless, I cannot because YouTube won't even allow it. Then there is Pokemon Reborn edgy, where I am wanting to remove the text boxes because it's just, yeah.
Weird.
Very early on, you have to infiltrate the laboratory and beat a scientist who would perform electrotherapy on ADHD people. And the dialogue is weird.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
There are a lot of things I don't like about Reborn and a lot of things I love about Reborn. It was made in 2017? Uh-oh. Maybe not Insurgents then. Is Insurgents the 4chan one? No, that's Clover. Never mind. I did not see a blue shard there. Also, no evolution items from this space-time distortion. That is tragic.
So that's 1.2. I'm looking for 1.4.
What if they're up there? There's not land up there. Unfortunately for me, the Professor Oak challenge I like is not the Professor Oak challenge that the Professor Oak challenge players like. So, I'm a little SOL on that one. Rip. Back to Barboach. Keep chilling like Valor. Absolutely none in Valor.
It seems like you're gonna have to do a little bit of scrying for castaways, at least for the latest version.
I don't mind.
I am gonna go continue looking for Xeno though.
$13. Foggy as heck. Can't see nothing. So glad to be out of the My Islands. This is so bleh. I know I'm not supposed to go up this way, but maybe they shouldn't put giant walls everywhere.
True. Also, be right back.
This is not what bogs look like in real life. This isn't either, technically. Burbooch. Phoenix Rising is one of them. Woo! Done. Pokemon Phoenix Rising is what it's called. It looks so nice, but they stopped after 4 episodes. What do I have here that's not finished? Oh, Glaceon. Cool. Oh, you mean it looks good? Good. Ooh. That is tragic then if it's not finished. I hope I can beat this totally overpowered boss with my under level team. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, dude. I think this thing is level 300. When I press the Y button, I'll be invulnerable.
Every time you feed your pet, you help feed your shelter pet, which helps make them healthy, happy, and more adoptable, changing their life forever, so they can change yours. Science did that.
I thought I could throw Pokemon at it to battle him. Use the Y button to dodge attacks. Don't be sassy with me. That was the all the time I get? I have to be out of breath? Okay. Oh, she tricked me. I barely won, dude. I don't know how I could do it. Why does it only give me 2 seconds to throw it at it when it's tired? I would have clobbered that thing. We're done with the Mirelins. We're done with the
Return.
song too. It's pretty bad.
Return with the milk chocolate. I
Tasty.
guess white chocolate. Volo.
Voila.
It's that wannabe bard.
Hey, penis. Whenever you give people Pokemon in this game, by the way, you can actually give them shiny Pokemon and they'll stay shiny. Like, pretty cool. In this game also is, I think, the literal second ever acknowledgement, aside from the shiny charm in the games, the second ever acknowledgement that shiny Pokemon exist by Pokemon. There's a quest that has you pursue a shiny Ponyta. Yeah,
Neat.
they don't like shinies. Very weird. But John Stone did a challenge exactly that. What, only shiny Pokemon to the people of Hisui? That's kind of funny. Yet another. Look at my Mystery Dungeon's pulling all the stinkers today. I think what I want. I want some hype music. Sure. Happy and upbeat Pokemon music, Volume 1. I think no matter the next Professor Oak challenge, I want it to be like a ROM hack with level caps. It doesn't have to be that if, you know, people overwhelmingly support one or the other. I'll do that instead. But in a way, Mystery Dungeon has level caps because it's not how evolution works in those games. Not exactly.
Professor Oak challenge, but I do it with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
I genuinely think that could be interesting because I have to clobber the heck out of Pokemon until they are friendly. But like, there are later dungeons that you can't ever return. So I have to linger around for a while, risk actually game over. Oh, is this the first town expansion? Which one would I want to do it in, though? The only good one. Oh, that was mean. That was very mean. Explores the Sky. Because I think that's the only one where you can start as a Pokemon that actually has the recruitment friend group.
I find it funny how fast you were to answer that, though. Just the only good one.
There's another good one, but there's definitely one that's definitively the best, and I don't think people very often disagree about that.
Well, I'm gonna disagree with you about it because I've never played the other one, so it must be better.
Wow, unkind. I'm actually gonna turn you down, you got louder.
That's fine.
Well, don't get quiet now. There we go, okay. Yeah, definitely do it in Sky. Not just for that reason. Sky also has the instruments of recruitment. Kecleon's a more engaging recruitment. But that's definitely going to be the final boss, even though I can technically get it way... Oh, no, I can't! Okay, good. I get to save Kecleon to the end. There's a lot of grinding, but it's not level grinding. It's like dummy grinding and stuff like that. So you're going into dungeons and playing the actual game instead of just knocking out Starlies for forever. I thought about Pokemon. Whoa. That's not up on me, my bad. Can't you befriend Pokemon in the cafe? Yes, sometimes people will show up for friendship there. So while there is technically a massive start of available Pokemon, I'm not counting that. If I get an extra one, I get an extra one. You know, maybe it's a little bonus. But like missions can also have it too. Eggs, things like that. Those are going to be bonuses. Otherwise, almost every Pokemon is gettable right at the start, and that's not very interesting. I'm basically just waiting for egg missions to show up. But like, let's say I need to buy an evolution stone, and it costs a bajillion. In any other Pokemon game, like in this game, I have to go do the balloon races for money. In the normal games, I have to Versus Seeker grind for money. In Mystery Dungeon, I have to go explore for treasure. And I think that's already just way more interesting. You know? That's actually why I accept these missions. I don't really do them. Sometimes I do in my spare time. But I'm doing them just for money. Probably for bag space. I don't have enough for another bag though. Another bag slot.
More bags.
That's a Magikarp. It kind of can fly.
Can it fly? Sure, if you take this thing known as a ballista, right?
Well, that is actually how it evolves. It just jumps really, really high. Oh, now she wants to know all about Gyarados? Oh, no she doesn't. Okay. Well, later I will grind. I've already ground. But...
You were about to geek out.
Exactly. Pods. I don't want to make pop pods.
Well, I'll make them.
If I don't, then the game's inefficient, because a guy will comment on it every time I talk to him. The asking me to sleep guy.
You should sleep, guy.
You should sleep guy.
Why is there a cowboy?
That's a little baby cowboy. A lot of
Edo
the
Japan.
Pokemon is really bad at character design, so a lot of these are actually just ancestors of modern day Pokemon characters.
Yeah.
Ancestors.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ignoring the time distortions, yes, ancestors.
Well, no, they are. This is 150 years in the past. This place is all normal. I'm teleported here, but otherwise it's the same. It's not like Magikarp and Gyarados, then you used one. I don't mind them both. This area has the craziest song in the game. Arguably. I'd say there are two contenders. One is one of this area's song musics. Good lord, song musics. Background
Song
tracks?
music.
Song musics. The other one is Volo's themes are okay. So when you hear people talking about Pokemon, you're gonna hear people talking about Cynthia. It's just a fact.
Yeah.
You know who she is.
Can't say I remember, no.
One of the hardest fights in all of the Pokemon games. The champion of Generation 4. She's a very tough fight, and her team is very good.
Ain't she blonde, wears a black coat, and has a Garchomp?
Yes.
Okay, so then I know her.
Yeah. She's also, I think, the only champion to have two themes. He has an introductory theme that is just a piano going insane on the bars. Then she has her actual battle theme. However, in this game, Volo, who is one of her ancestors in this game, his introductory theme is her battle theme. And his battle theme is her introductory theme. It's really cool.
Neat. Look an Eevee.
Not anymore.
No. Why?
I kicked it.
You axe kicked it.
I did. Gen 5 could be interesting. One of these days I will do Generation 9. I will do a Generation 9 Professor Oak challenge. I guess the biggest thing is that I'm going to be waiting for the Pokemon Presents. And it'll be about the two kings, right? If they did a Gen 5. Oh, no, I didn't mean Legends Arceus. But yeah, definitely would be. I think that'd be really cool, actually. Once again, a very bland opinion. Everyone thinks that would be really cool. Because it would be really cool. But I'm trying to think of what for the next Legends Arceus. Not Legends Arceus, Professor Oak challenge.
Well, I did send you the link to Uranium.
Thank you.
You would be able to do the Uranium run.
That's a tiny Staravia! Look at him! He's baby! Look, he's a real sized one.
He's tiny baby.
He's so... Where did he go? He's so small. What the heck? That's awesome. Oh. Okay, this is to set up camp. Okay, I'm done with that, baby. And that baby. Whisper. Don't count as drowning. Okay.
In the body of water where your legs are clipping through the floor.
If any game series, it'd be Pokemon.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Dude.
You know what to do.
Come on, man. It's just sad. It sure is. It really, really is. I have a dream that one day they will make a good Pokemon game. Is this a giant Starly or is this a tiny Chatot? I think that's just a huge Starly. It's gone now.
Hey, it's that one Pokemon from that one Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fox. Dude, no, I don't want to fight it. Treasure. A great call on the Pokeball. This is a blinding sand beach. Sand beach.
Cleanest beach I've ever seen.
Brightest beach I've ever seen. I'm turning this away.
Good call.
Ouch. It's actually hurting my eyes.
Compared to your other locations you've been at, this is the brightest.
Good lord. Got 3 pop pods. I actually want to use these two.
Golden treasure.
No. Maybe. Dude. An area like this in real life, by the way, this area would sometimes just straight up not have water. And yet, I can't swim in what is probably 1 foot deep.
Not even a foot.
Yeah. A pod and something else.
Smoke bomb, pop pod, and 2
Scatterbag.
Ultra Ball.
2 satchels is nice. Nice, dude. Holy cow. Ow.
The sickness or just everything being blinding?
Beach.
Yeah.
Where is that Chatot?
Hmm.
Oh well. I know I caught one.
Going like the wind.
Tiny Glameow. Catch. Light ones without being spotted. Oh, given food. Just take at least 1 swimming class to make him buoyant. Or God, make him. Oh. Oh, I couldn't. Hang on. I can stop drowning forever. Right now.
Why? Can you go take swimming lessons?
No, I can go get the fish, so when I fall in water, it just puts me on the fish automatically.
Oh. Yeah, you should do that.
646 units away. Flint just dropped on the head. I think Gen 5 could be a fun Professor Oak challenge. By the way, I'm talking about this already, even though I'm on Area 3 of 5, because it's very quickly going to speed up. Chop. How many Pokemon in the in the Cobalt Coastlands do I have to catch?
Let us look. That is at the end of part 2.
Yeah, let me catch that. Thanks.
Cobalt Coastlands.
Cobalt Coastlands.
By the end of the Cobalt Coastlands, you should have caught 94 things here with the total Hisuian Dex being 174 with only 68 remaining.
Yeah, that's 40 Pokemon.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm talking about this so soon, because we're almost done. We're like halfway. Over halfway.
Just over.
Blackway 1 or 2. In 2, you need a Sense Stone in the first phase. Yes, you can get it through pickup with Lillipup. Sounds kind of funny. I kind of want to do a new region entirely. Like a fan game. I don't know. I might put out a YouTube poll, but like not enough of my actual viewers watch my streams to really actually vote on the poll.
Hmm.
Give me the fish.
Give me the fish. The fish. The fish. The fish.
All the way back there. How close am I? 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I don't want to catch Alpha Probably. Oh my goodness, how much mud does it take? How much? A
Give me the bits. The bits.
perish the Steven universe.
No.
Whoa, whoa, that was way bigger of a fall than I thought it was. Ooh. Rip.
Nice.
Okay. This is definitely targeted. Come on.
Hmm.
That is absurd. At least everyone else is getting the moonstones. Meanwhile, I'm not even getting people. I'm still getting the generic ones. And the best thing they've given me is a Seed of Mastery. That's why I put things in the box. The box exists so someone could steal it from you. Everyone knows
That's
that.
someone being Professor Flackable.
Exactly. Something new in a tree I gotta catch, not a Burmy. I would have to catch that Burmy if I were doing the Super Professor Oak challenge for this game. Where you perfect all of the entries. Which I shouldn't need to, you know, say is actually nightmarish.
Yeah, you should perfect the entries.
No.
Oh, why not?
Because you have to catch like 25 of a bunch of different Pokemon. Evolve most of them. It would still be bear time. If we had even gotten to that point yet, we might still be in the field lands. You know how in all that time we only ever saw 2 Cherums? Or 2 Cherubies?
Yeah.
Imagine if we had to catch, 10 of them.
It sounds like you should go back and do it.
No. Come.
Bald.
I have a warrant for a fish. There's an otter painting in his hut. That's... Is he that old? Otter, not this guy. I think it's his ancestor. Like this guy is? They don't even look alike. Oh, that was glitchy. Booga, booga, booga.
Jump scare.
Big dog. Ooh. The painting order is okay. The flea's back. Dudes, impossible is happening.
You're about to drown.
I'm standing in water. No one's ever stood in water before.
Not above the waist.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's happening again. Whoa.
Whoa.
I just think if your feet can touch the ground to the point that they're clipping through it, you know, maybe you shouldn't drown. You smoke bomb right here. What disgusting pot? That's crazy. Alley-oop. Uh-oh. Was there supposed to be in modern times? Really? This is This is Sunny Shore, Route 222. Veilstone barely. Like way up here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, right here is Veilstone Cape, which is inaccurate. This area would be more akin to Veilstone because this area, Spring Path, located along Route 14. 214. However, I wouldn't be surprised if they just straight up didn't look at the map for Sinnoh when making this game and they tried to remember everything. Because it is odd. For example, this pillar right here just doesn't exist in modern day. At all. Alright, I can't reach that way. Whatever, I'll get it.
That's not what you caught it in.
What's that?
That's not what you caught it in.
Not at all. Normally they're better than that. Even in this game, they're better than that. That it's Pokemon making all the dialogue spammable. You know what I mean? Like you just spam it. Gardevoir is your favorite object Pokemon? I suppose it is now. It's a plushie. Hello, Vivian. It's been a long time. How you doing? You sorry, kidding? All good. You fancy Clang? The single Clang fan is in the chat right now. Honestly, can I get your autograph? Angar Butter. Oh my goodness, you are the object warrior. We love object Pokemon. I don't hate them. I think they get too much hate. I don't love them, but I'm happy to know that they have fans.
It's
As
like
a-
an ugly puppy. You want them to have a nice home. You just don't want to be that nice home.
Exactly. As a wildlife biologist, I think I get a pass on not being a huge fan of them. Not that I dislike them and not that I think that they're impossible to be environmental, but, Welcome to the water level of this game. It's awful, just like all water levels.
And how you can swim.
Nope.
Oh,
Something swims for me.
that's still swimming.
Kinda.
Is it a giant Metric?
No.
Oh.
Basket Legion, which very tragically looks like it is a kids' arts and crafts project in this game. Signature me, but the V is made to look like a peace sign instead of the left hand. Ooh! That's unique. Whoa, give me a plate.
Oh.
Bring back Mantine surfing? Facts. I wish Pokemon had more minigames. Like, Black and White's everything. Why is it zoomed in on this part? Come on. Come on. That was whack.
Unneeded.
Oh no, they brought a Gengar. I can't beat that with
Giant
a super
enemy
limited
Gengar.
Giant enemy Gengar. They took the wrong one. Sisters were so random as villains? 100%. I feel like they just wanted to put more ancestors in this game. They didn't even get personality until the post game. And it's just that they randomly show up and fail at beating you.
So they sound like Team Rocket.
A little bit. They're like Anime Team Rocket, yeah. Hard to take them seriously when they look like Candace in makeup. It was hard to take them seriously when... really everything. Once again, Pokemon fails at story writing. They say that they want to live in the free land of Hisui, free from the Pearl and Diamond clans. But as far as we know, the Pearl and Diamond clans just kind of happen to live near each other. And that's it. Yay.
Fish.
You're not gonna come back up. Woo! I have you. And what if I were to throw food at you? Oh! I just got jump scared. Dude, come on, camera. That was nonsense. Oh, I hate the water. I hate the water so much. Imagine surfing on that alpha. Yeah, imagine a good camera too. That would be awesome. Aiming is just so messed up in the water. It's so bad. Poop time.
Fruit time. Oh, yeah.
I think everyone loves Pokemon because of how big the potential is. I think it's because everyone has a favorite Pokemon. You know what I mean? I don't have a favorite Grimdark clan or anything like that because it's just not for me in general. But everybody can have a favorite Pokemon. There is always a Pokemon for someone. You know what I mean? And you're never bored in Pokemon. Like, in any fantasy game, you're gonna eventually get bored of the Wisconsins, no matter how much wizard magic or crazy armors they give it. But in Pokemon, it's always different Pokemon. There's 1,025 possibilities when someone readies a Pokeball in their hand. And that's not counting different forms for so many of those Pokemon. I think the quest I'm progressing towards is the Alpha quest, so... Ooh, you are rare. And apparently aggressive, so that makes this easier. I think that just saved a ton of headache right there.
Just maybe.
You'd think with all the money that Pokemon has, they would make a better video game. Like, not even for the fans, just for themselves, to show, like, you know, that they're not rotten old schmucks that don't know what the game is. That was a weird animation right there. Okay, that's it. Firespace Island is done. I don't want to warp away because I kind of need to just go right there. Go back. I'm gonna go back.
wait.
What's up?
You okay if I quickly drop out to do 2 chores?
Sure.
Okay, I will return.
Okay.
I'm just gonna deafen so I don't join in and startle people. I'll be
Definitely you're
back.
deafened.
Oh,
Especially sucks that all the water Pokemon are just aggro. And if you're feeling are caught in this section, that's true. Are you a fan of the Coastlands? I am too. I'm trash talking it right now. I love everything that's not the water section. I'm sure there's always an Alpha Empoleon here, so this isn't super fair. I'm gonna craft super heavy balls. Space-time distortion seems to be forming. We... I keep looking around here. I can stab something before we run off to that. No, does not look like it at all. Let's Piplup. Dude. I didn't even see a Staraptor. In other words, I know where they are now, but... Pretty sure there's an Alpha Octillery I should be catching instead, but... Make it easier later when I have to spam a bunch of moves. I'm into space-time distortion now. Oof. Which Pokemon would or which mainline game would I want to be sucked into? Be an NPC specifically? Well, Gen 5 I could get a job as a ranger. Pretty comfortably, apparently. Is this before, like, do I partake in the events of the games? Because that will change my answer. He didn't actually start eating. Doesn't matter. Ooh. Reading the game story, but I don't interact with it. Gen 1 and 2 could be okay. Gen 5 could be... No, that'd be pretty horrible, actually. No. Gen... 1, 2, or 9. Everything else is the end of the world. Fan game. I've only ever played like 2 Pokemon fan games, so I can't really answer that. Pokemon Gaia sounds like it might be something I'd enjoy. Mystery Dungeon? During the events of the game. Super. Wait, no, hang on. The originals. Oh, wait, no, Super. Super. There's a miscellaneous evil attacking that doesn't really even seem to actually do anything, like it kidnaps a couple people sometimes, but for the most part, everyone's fine. And you could argue that's the same with the first one, but my counterpoint is that I don't want to have to cross my fingers and pray that some random upstarts are actually going to be able to save the world. It looks like Magnemite's got these time distortions, so I'll have to grab one of them. Rhyperior might be catchable. Oops. Didn't work on him. What about you, though, John? What are your answers to those? What's there to not like about hiking? That's what I'm thinking. And what is there to not like about liking the stream? Cody, by the way, you should get in VC. I think that would be cool.
I was about to watch your earlier match, but I guess I'll wait.
Well, unfortunately, it already happened.
Well, watch the replay.
I know. They were matches. I tried out hyper offense in a draft league.
Yeah, I went to 3 matches.
Yeah, sure
I
did.
can assume how well it went. I am glad that there was finally a match in that draft league.
Yeah,
after so long.
I don't know what happened with everyone else. Soup's just been feeling really out of it, and Redface can't push people. So
Well, I think everyone was waiting.
I don't think so. Because there was only 2 matches. Everyone else could do their matches.
I was waiting. I had messaged you saying like, "Hey, is it okay if I like do my future matches?"
I thought I said yes.
You never responded.
Whoops. Oh well. I'm gonna force everyone to do them now.
Good, good.
Terrible luck on evolution items in this one. Mainline, you're gonna say X and Y. For fan game, Castaway. Castaway is a nice aesthetic. There's more going on too, but I don't know the details. Two items just spawned and then got sucked away. That's tragic.
Never to be seen from again.
Both link cables. I don't actually know, but that'd be kind of funny if they were.
I don't even think they were evolution items.
No, because those look like giant Pokeballs.
I always thought they looked like acorns or capsules.
I initially thought that they were kind of crock pots, but I don't think that they're crock pots.
You are finally in the 3rd region.
I am finally in the 3rd region, it's true. We were
What
actually...
stream number is this?
20, I think.
Well.
What's that? 12? Are you saying wellish well? I'm deaf today.
I'm saying well.
Oh, yes.
3rd region, stream 20.
It's actually almost done. Like, this is gonna go really quick. Cornet's gonna go quicker, and Iceland's are gonna be done in a blink.
Well, it depends on how quickly you get a Magmarizer.
I'm pretty sure I already have one. I'm gonna check my box.
I think you have an... if I remember correctly, I remember you getting an Electrizer. Oh, you have... No, you have...
Magmarizer.
You have a Magmarizer, not an Electrizer.
Yeah. Which, Elekid shows up in Highland, so by that point I will have the Bargain Man.
Hopefully. Hopefully he starts selling you things.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, he has to sell me the appliances at least.
Well, yes, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to start selling you evolution items.
That's true. I do need a
Plus,
sword.
the appliances are not always guaranteed.
Right, but when it's not an appliance, it's an evolution item.
Throw mud. That's Scorpy. That's chasing you. Because I think that's one of the catch things.
And by using items.
Mm-hmm.
What about
Hiding
sticky
in
apricot?
smoke.
He's using my tactics against me.
Well, it might not have been, but catching small species is.
Hey. It's not. Defeat with fire type moves, poison sting, and evolve.
I never understood why it was fire type moves.
Bug type.
Is it? I always thought it was poison dark.
Nope, that's Drapion.
Oh, that's why. Never mind. I think Drapion you also have to beat fire type moves.
We can go find out. Somewhere around here. There. In my last smoke bomb, I don't care to craft more. Mushroom cake. Probably not what they eat, but I don't really care to actually get the right food item.
I mean, it's a dark type. I kind of judge it based off of its typing a lot.
Do dark types typically like mushrooms? Doesn't matter. Ground type moves. This one you have to stun.
Yes. Okay. I got them mixed up.
Completely. I'm just gonna catch a bunch of Scorpies.
Favorite object Pokemon?
Favorite object Pokemon.
So like, just to clarify, Magnemite being a magnet would make it an object Pokemon.
You could argue it enough, honestly. I was just thinking about how to classify that.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge fan of Rotom.
Boo!
Hey, hear me out. It's cool. It's not very diversified, if that makes sense.
What are you talking about? 5 different appliances.
Yes. Which is great. Like there's the lawnmower, the fan, the refrigerator, the washer, and the oven.
Yeah.
Right? Those are all 5?
Yeah.
I want to see more.
I agree. That doesn't make it not diversified. Name a Pokemon with more forms. I can think of one.
Eevee.
No, that's not forms. I can think of one that's tied.
Vivillon.
Okay. I was thinking Arceus. And then Genesect is tied. Opinions on Klefki. I think Klefki is neat. I think Klefki has gotten a lot of appreciation because people realized it's kind of cool. And all of the gem winners that were really just hating anything new with Pokemon have left. They have to file the taxes.
I have to file my taxes.
Yeah, I do too.
Klefki is cool though. It's got a nice typing. I'm trying to like in my brain categorize what an object Pokemon is.
Look about Pokemon.
I kind of want to argue for Archaludon.
Being based on an object doesn't make you an object. I don't know about that one.
It is a bridge.
It is a bridge.
It is.
But
It's a bridge dragon. It's
I'll give you I'll give you him. You get
okay. Thanks. He is my favorite. I have a lot of appreciation for steel types just in general. I really like defensive Pokemon. But there were not many steel dragons.
No.
It was not a very popular type.
Dialga. They're like, oops, we're not doing that again.
But then they did twice.
True. And one of them got banned.
Fairly, I might say.
I didn't say it was unfair. I see a wisp down here. Well, I'm going down here.
Oh, I didn't know you had Basket Legion already. I thought the drown counter was going to go up for sure.
No, I might actually remove the drown counter now that it's never going up again.
You should just make it a death counter.
I'd only be like 3.
A blackout counter.
Yeah, 3.
Drowning counts as blacking out.
It'd be like 17. But, eh. I hate the water. Still hate the water.
Agree so much. Oh, it is a hassle to do anything in the water.
Pokemon are already aggroed on you by the time you even see them. And the stupid sunlight reflection that's everywhere no matter where you look. Oh.
It's worse at night because it's just dark blue.
And also put extra Pokemon in here in the form of Drifloon.
I hate Drifloon.
Wow.
Solely because of this game. No other reason.
It did test my love for it. And again, this game tests my love for Pokemon.
I thought you weren't going to collect Wisps until the end.
If they're on the way.
Yeah, but now you're... Oh. Now your strategy isn't going to work.
That's true, actually. Alright, there's a double jump. Dude, how would I want to lock onto the Drifloon behind me instead of the Manti? What even was that?
I will be honest. All criticisms aside, I do really like Basculegion's movements.
I do not like that it looks like a child's arts and crafts project.
Basculegion?
Yeah. In particular,
What-
the mustache looks like felt. Not felt, the, that weird foamy paper stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
I was going to say it looks more like clay.
It kind of looks like clay, too.
But I do kind of get what you mean.
Blech.
I still really like Basculegion just in general.
I agree. I agree, too.
I think Basculegion is cool. And there's not a lot of physical water types. There's not a lot of fun physical water types. Clarification.
I was counting them in my head, and the number was getting really high.
But comparatively to how many water types there are in general, I do believe you have to take that into factor.
I will.
Eventually. You'll get there at some point.
Though do keep in mind, most water types in general are forgettable fish that they made to populate the water.
Yes. Which is a little frustrating, I might add.
Beans? No, I have to kill that guy. That's what that guy was saying.
Probably.
Yeah, I gotta use the restroom really bad. Hang on. Get back.
I am here to entertain. Questions, comments. I will do my best to answer all of them. Or I could ask you guys, what is your hottest take on Pokemon? What color is the sky? It depends on how specific you want me to get. Because to us it looks blue, but technically the sky is absorbing every other color but blue. So depending on how you clarify it, it's either blue or anything but. Fun fact, that's how we see colors in general. That's because that's the only light that is reflected off of it. Yeah, color's weird. I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of weird things in this world. I will never understand it all. What do you mean by not interesting? Like the story isn't riveting? The Pokemon aren't interesting?
Your hottest take is that Gen 4 is not that interesting? What on earth? Where is it not that interesting?
I'm asking for clarification currently. Hold. The Pokemon, the story, and the characters? All of them?
Alright, homie, you're insane.
I think you're tripping.
Alright.
If you said the story isn't that interesting, I could kind of see your point.
I couldn't necessarily argue that point, but it was also wrong.
Comparatively to the next Gen 5, which is black and white, right?
Yeah.
Like that story, extremely interesting, very well written.
What is it about the Pokemon? Is it that they're not diverse? Is it that they never did anything interesting with the designs?
If
Because they are.
if the answer's designs, I have some arguments.
The other thing is new Pokemon evolutions, but that's about it for new Pokemon you like from that gen. I would say that so many things people take for granted in modern Pokemon came from Generation 5. And I don't just mean physical special split. I mean gender
4.
differences are Generation 4. Gender differences are a Generation 4 thing. They didn't exist before that. And they barely exist after that too. And that was basically an only Generation 4 thing. They just went back and retroactively added them.
Which was really cool.
Yeah. Even if they probably regret some of them, like giving Torchic a rear end.
Eh.
But that's a reference to real life, how you actually sex chickens.
Like the Pikachu tail. That was Gen 4, right?
Yep. In fact, you'll see some people say that Pikachu is a girl, and you will see others say otherwise. We can't really know for sure because the anime was made before that decision was made. However, considering that Pokemon Company both makes the anime and also the games, presumably they gave male Pikachus that tail, so that Ash's Pikachu could stay male because for some reason it was popular or something else along those lines. Otherwise, they would have done it differently. They would have made it a female if so. Nothing in your soul is telling you to go play that gen besides the Legends games? Well, that's fine. You can personally not like the game. But I think it's super interesting. The way that you move through the map is also really cool. It's almost Metroidvania-like more than the other Pokemon games. Because you go upwards from Jubilife and you see an area you can't enter because you don't have Rock Smash. Then you get Rock Smash and actually go up that way. You get to explore up there. Then you go past that, and in Eterna, you get the bike. And you go south from there, and look at that, there's a mudslide. When you go down it with your bike, you're actually back at the start. But if you explore that area more, you find a different cave where you get to, if you use your bike correctly, find Gibble of all Pokemon. You're rewarded for exploring. There's so much going on in Generation 4 in that regard. And you could say that I'm saying this just because of nostalgia. I think it's more that I know about this because I played it in my childhood. I actually think Generation 5 is better. Worse at using field moves, though. Field moves in that game are boring.
What in that game was boring? I missed that word.
Field moves.
Oh, yeah.
I think the only game where Surf didn't feel like attacks was Generation 3, actually. None of the other games. Other than that, whenever I get Surf, it's, oh, I have to teach Surf to a Pokemon to get to a new area, like, for the story. But in Generation 3, it opens up just so much. In Generation 5, it's like, oh, I get Surf, now I have to go back and explore the areas. It's a curse. Plus, Generation 4 gives you a dedicated HM slave. They even made a short about it.
That's so true. It was so sad. That short was actually really sad.
I love it. I'm still gonna do that. Yeah, the short didn't persuade me at all. Although I do like Bidoof now. Let's throw a bean at the Drifloon.
Just straight out. That was unnecessary, but quite comical.
Bonk. He's beating me up good. He's beating me up good. That one's aggro on me, but the other one doesn't seem to be. You gonna go get some Sudai? Have a great one. Yeah, what do I need for Magnemite and Magneton? You will catch some. Oh, that's right, they're not in the coastlands. Catch a bunch. Evolve. No. If I evolve a Magnetite, or if I evolve 2 Magnemites into you and then 1 out, that is enough. Okay. I wonder if different distortions have different items that they spawn. I feel like there are a lot more green shards here than the other one.
I
Also,
would
wonder-
love to figure that out, but that would take so long.
I mean, someone might have already done it. It would also make sense, because that one distortion specifically spawned. I'm getting a lot more blue ones now, never mind. That other one specifically spawns upgrades and dubious discs. I wonder if that's the only one to do that, since that's the one before Eon is. Oh, evolution item. Nugget, just kidding. Ooh. Upgrade. Alright, never mind. The game just wanted to prove me wrong at that point.
You know, at least it was kind in doing so.
Was it?
It did it quickly.
I'll give you that. So many upgrades and dubious discs, not a single linking cord.
Yeah.
At least I got a Magmarizer. Although I think that might have been from Bear Time. Yo! Yeah, I didn't think so. Not the Mr. Mime, dude.
Maybe you should have done to the Mr. Mime.
Maybe. Okay. I should be using more Great Balls than Ultra Balls right now. Especially on things like Magnemites. I think it's my period, don't need to worry about that. No items. Just some shards. Today I learned that sometimes the items can spawn in the ground, so you don't get to see them. Alright then. I'm gonna store items. I know this is crazy. Piplup. There's someone that being spotted. Give him food is actually pretty easy. Oh, by the way, Cody, I have a new idea for a series on this channel. Short series. So, it's going to be about basically owning Pokemon as pets and proper care. What do you think?
Ooh. I think that could be fun.
I'm 100% stealing this from a comment someone left on the main extra video. I will be crediting them. But fortunately, I don't need to worry much about catching Empoleon because there's just one right there.
That is true.
Ooh, even this time. Oh, it's the Raptors. What does a Piplup eat? Mushrooms? Not mushrooms. Patch of berries.
It's something.
Patch of berries.
Penguin likes peaches.
It's true. Not hungry anymore. Wait. I think that's everything over here. We're actually gonna get onto the water. I need the tentacle.
You want to know what's funny?
What's that?
So, it's completely random, but I'm walking out of the shower, and
That's not a chore.
after doing the lid for me it is, because I don't like feeling dusty.
Stinky.
She's stinky and dusty. But she's old. She doesn't really watch TV all too much unless it's with my mom and sister. She'll occasionally throw something on that's loudish at night.
Okay.
I'm passing by her room, and you wanna know what I hear
What's
through her door? Better Call Saul.
Oh.
Just I pass by and I'm just starting to hear the opening part of the theme, and then it sounds like she skipped the intro.
There is a Pokemon song in Generation 9 that sounds like the Better Call Saul intro.
Is it for a lawyer Pokemon
No,
or Pokemon trainer?
it is in the western area of Spain.
If there was a Pokemon that would be a lawyer, which Pokemon would it be?
Blastoise.
See, I've actually thought, in training for the fan game I was going to make a different one where Team Magma wins and it dryifies the world. And because most of it's now desert, then it's basically useless. They were going to be desert Pokemon. So, a lot of things from Australia, for example. And one of them was going to be a kangaroo Pokemon that starts off as Lullaby and eventually evolves into Quarteroo. You know, like kangaroo court.
Ooh.
Pulls evidence out from its pouch.
Exactly. You don't hike, you do a series of uphill cartwheels through the mountains. Why does everyone think hiking involves mountains? What is this about? People earlier said that they hated hiking because of the mountains. No. You don't have to do the mountains. You can do a swamp. Better than you
You
think.
also don't have to do cartwheels.
Yeah, cartwheels are optional, but you can do them. Dude, imagine your hands at the end of a cartwheel hike.
Ugh. Pain.
The Thing hands.
The horror movie The Thing or The Thing from Fantastic
Four.
I figured.
Your muscles will be Thing from The Thing. Just be little blobules that are clinging to your bones desperately. Ooh. I'll go upgrade my rank.
Are you rank 10?
Maybe? No. I will be 9.
Hmm.
Great deals. Only the best deals here. I do want a stealth spray set. We'll be hiking through the urban environments of Itza. Itza Pizza?
It's a big
Or the Chichen variety. Chichen Itza. Doesn't it have a T in it? Oh. That's an L. See, hiking through the... How do we get on this topic every single stream? I really hope that Legends EA is not set in a city. Like, entirely. That would be so lame. How do people not agree that that would be lame?
we potentially get a ton more object mod.
Oh.
No, I've also heard rumors. Okay, not rumors. I've heard theories of a new evolution.
Sure, there's supposed to have been one like 3 generations ago. Whatever. I can dig that. Is there more to that?
So the theory is coming from an event that's coming out. With a flying terrestrialization Eevee.
I think that's a reference to the Let's Go games. Random environments can have strange ecosystems. Yeah, those ecosystems look like coyote, deer, raccoon, trash can.
That's a
Depending
big
on
rapid
where
ash.
they are,
Evil and
depending
intimidating
on where they
horse.
were, also moves.
Sorry,
It's
go
just
ahead, Chop.
staring at her too.
Sorry, Chop, go ahead. My bad.
Same, depending on also for the urban environment, like depending on the location, you would also probably get like a moose or a goose.
That's not urban.
Is it Finian?
Yeah.
I'm probably thinking
Okay.
different urban then.
So, goose, yes, but a moose would not go into a fully urban environment. Suburbs are like small town in the mountains, 100%, but urban's big. Urban is thick. Moose don't really go there. For an example of the size of urban, I don't think the population of Greenland is big enough to be considered urban. I could be wrong on that. Them some gray clouds and some very ugly clouds. What a horrible skybox that is.
What a horrible PNG.
Actually, when will we get a good Pokemon game? I cry to the heavens.
Never.
I get some Pokemon. I'm not saying, Zane, that they don't have interesting environments. I just think that those interesting environments are not very diverse. And it's less of a think situation, more of a it is so. Because I do think it's really cool that there are surviving populations of like coyotes and deer in Chicago, for example. But that doesn't make a Pokemon game to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Agby, what do you got to do? Give food. Oh.
You always forget that all like the baby Pokemon want food.
Back to the island.
And you always do this.
Can't believe this.
Can't
This
believe
feel
we've done this again.
That's true. I want food.
You know, fun fact, you don't have to have caught the Pokemon in order to see its pages.
Yeah, but you get food after a certain amount of progress. Is that what you're talking about? Is that food too far away? That food is definitely too far away. If you do stuff in the past and whatever you do has an impact on the future map, Ocarina of Time Pokemon sounds really awesome. I would be super down for that. I have a guess that it's not going to be that. I have evidence too. If we zoom in really closely on the title screen of a Pokemon game, we can see the words Game Freak located below the title. Game Freak in Japanese translates to really bad at making games. I'm assuming to Pokemon on these streams.
I think it's because you're angry that you're doing the Professor Oak challenge.
I don't mind that much. Starts off all underdeveloped in the past. I could really dig that. And I really hope that's how it works. I'm getting pursued.
Someone sees you.
Gonna be how it works? I really hope you're correct. I so desperately hope you're correct. That would be awesome. So let's see, I can evolve one Piplup. That's almost enough. Dude, Zane, if you have called it, that would be so awesome. That would be just beautifully. Whoops. Oh well. Rip Piplup.
Riplup.
Purple.
You need to Flame Wheel. That's why it's taking so long. Taking so long because they want to figure out how to make a game correctly. And honestly, you know what? If it's Ocarina of Time Pokemon, it's just gonna be fantastic.
What if it was Majora's Mask Pokemon?
Still fantastic.
Awful. Oh, no. I think a Majora's Mask Pokemon would not go over well.
I think that's a translation of HMs into something more interesting. I have barely played Majora's Mask. I don't actually know too much about what happens. Maybe we just got a way too early announcement. I think
Late game sucks.
Oh,
Majora's Mask, like the resetting is cool, in theory, but it's basically just Groundhog Day Pokemon. Imagine that.
Well, not quite, because in Groundhog Day he keeps all his experiences, but in Majora's Mask, any mask you unlock stays forever, right? And the idea is that you have to basically like dedicate the 3 days to a couple masks. Oh yeah, that sounds really awful for Pokemon.
Yes, you've clicked in your brain.
I think it's also the case of some days if you didn't do something to completion, I don't think you kept the mask, so you had to re-go get it and hope to not run out of time that time.
You had to get to a certain point with the mask in order to keep it.
Gross. Well, I mean, that sounds
Yeah.
fine in a game dedicated to it.
Yes, like Majora's Mask, excellent game. Majora's Mask Pokemon, no. Please no.
You have 3 in-game days to get this Weedle leveled up to a Beedrill, or otherwise you're gonna have to do it all again.
I
Bad
don't
choice,
even
bro.
know.
That one will go quick.
I don't know. I had to get
You have 3 days to evolve your starter, or else it goes back to level 5. You have 3 days to beat every gym in the Elite Four. Good luck grinding.
Oh yeah, that
I see that working.
boss
See-
rush ignition.
I think you'd have to set up the gyms just differently than they're set up now. But I think if you did, that could be really cool.
It would feel kind of just like Poke Rogue.
Dang it. Yeah.
I'm
Want to hear another idea? Yes. I get to dream about a better Pokemon game.
That'll definitely be in ZA. Ooh, the confidence.
Hey, this 28th, we're going to find out. 10 days away from a really good game releasing, and also the Pokemon Presents happens.
Oh yeah, ZA isn't releasing the 28th. That's Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah. We don't have a release date for ZA.
I don't know what it was, but I could not tell what that Pokemon was for a minute there.
Yeah, I kind of had that at first, too.
I was like, what is that white humanoid thing?
It's a
Zooms
Machop.
in. Oh, it's just in the shop. Oh wait, hi.
That should be it for Mantyke. That was quick.
What's your guys' favorite fighting type Pokemon?
Tough
Dude, I'm wearing late 2010, early 2010s on my shirt when I see Lucario and Keldeo. Ugh.
So, I do really like Kubfu, and Urshifu. I think the design there is cool. What I was going to say, is I don't know why, but I have an odd passion for Conkeldurr.
I can't like Conkeldurr anymore because it learns defog, and the only way I can figure it doing that is either by armpit farting or protein farting, and I don't like that, so I
Oh.
don't like him.
The guy holding cinder blocks.
Uh,
Cinder.
yeah, pillars. Columns.
Yeah.
He learns defog. Figure it
Why?
out. Oh,
See,
I like
always
his
thought,
earlier evolution.
I always thought he would just like take a really deep breath. You know, he's a strong
really
man. He's got.
big fart.
I didn't say fart. I said deep breath.
After the fart.
I could understand the first evolution, but second and third is where you'll lose me.
Well, you can play as your Pokemon like in the Scarlet Violet.
Ooh, that's cooking. Uncle Durbin, works up at a deli and he holds 2 giant sausages. Yes.
Fighting steel type.
Chef Coder. How much
Give me
food does
Jonkelder.
they need? Chonkelder. I need Chonkelder to be the case. 4. Wait, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay. Well, I can only feed it once, because it's probably only going to eat once. Wait, no, hang on. You're almost there. So the typo to call it Cockelder, it's going to be a seafood-themed convergent evolution.
I thought it would be like a
Schnitzelder.
chicken dish.
That could be it too. Alright, dude, your food despawned. Please? Yeah. Question is, will he eat a third?
They'll eat. I got one to eat up to 5.
I only need this one. If it eats this, I can flame with the rest.
You
Oh,
should
that's
just.
totally gonna despawn by the time he finishes.
Why don't
Okay,
you throw an orange berry?
I have 168. I want to get rid of my grain cakes. He's still eating.
Yes, it takes a while to eat them. That's why I was saying you should throw an orange berry.
Oh, the cakes take a while to eat?
Yes.
Okay. He's still chewing.
He's
It's a
snacking,
very
man.
chewy cake.
Oh my goodness. The grain, well, I guess it is like cornbread, you know?
This one you should just catch
Oh
it.
my goodness.
This.
I might just catch it.
It's,
Dude.
it's- the moment you throw the Pokeball, it's gonna finish.
Oh my goodness.
It's alright, this is fine. Now you've made him work up an appetite.
True, true. He's lost track of me too. Sweet. Donk. Wonderful. Oh yeah, space-time distortion about to happen. I'm not even watching a baby eat a cake for him.
Surprised you haven't set up the other camp yet.
Forgot to finish the mission. No! No! Hate that the alphas trip you. Faster!
You get spooked. Are you telling me if a giant Pokemon roared at you, you wouldn't get spooked and trip over yourself?
If I were a magical beast summoned by the playing of an ancient tune, I probably would not know. There should be a monkey based on the snow monkeys who sit in the springs. I agree.
See, the that your Pokemon falls over because you fall off. You get scared.
Oh. Coward.
Yeah,
You ever see those
you
people
are
that
a
stare down
coward.
gorillas when they get chased down? This guy could get a little bit more gall in him.
You already have a lot of gall.
Sounds
In
like
this
I could
world,
stand to get a little bit
technically.
more. I don't know. Am I out of standard apricorns? Is that what that was? Oh my goodness.
I am constantly finding. In my second playthrough of this game, I was constantly finding myself out of like apricorns and spoiled apricorns. It was really annoying.
You can grow them in the fields at the base camp and you get a bunch of them. There should be a monkey
Yeah.
based on the snow. I think that will be actually so cool. I don't think that will be in XY though, or ZA. Go ahead, Cody, my bad.
No, you're good. The main issue is the fact of how many. I realized I made too many Pokeballs.
Ah,
I have almost 100 of each one currently,
ooh.
and I really, I always like having 100. I'm the person who in an RPG would hoard all of their potions and elixirs and not use them, thinking I'll need them later, even if I'm about to lose the fight, and end the game with hundreds of them in my bag.
Same. Oh, Cody, Pillars of Eternity. Good game.
Okay, you messaged me about it before, and I have no idea what that game is.
Oh, well, apparently it's like the original Baldur Gates a little bit. Critical Role has a crossover with them.
Interesting.
Yeah, like you can play as the original Vox Machina in them. Is food non-living or living? It depends. There are living foods, carrots and potatoes very famously. You can just eat up and plant in the ground and get more. Onions, I think, are the same.
Are you
Mushrooms.
talking in terms of food Pokemon?
Oh. That would make more sense.
I was thinking in terms of the question that you
My bad.
posted.
If we're talking about food Pokemon, yes, they're living. I think we have to assume that all Pokemon are living things. If Mew is the ancestor of all Pokemon, then they all have to be cladistically underneath Mew, essentially. Technically not. Massive asterisk on that. I'm gonna get bullied by people for saying that. But
Would food Pokemon be considered as an object Pokemon?
that's a linking cord! So could food Pokemon be an object mon?
That's
Oh,
what
that's
I
what
thought
you're
you were
asking.
getting at. Yes. You went down a rabbit hole and I couldn't get you out of it in your brain apparently.
Okay, so I would say that food Pokemon count as object Pokemon, yes. Because Vanillite is probably emblematic of bad object Pokemon. To a lot of people. Not me.
Hey, and you didn't like Archaludin.
I think that one's barely an object Pokemon, actually, so, you know, he gets bonus points. I think Clink is an example of a bad one. I do not like Clink. Might try and catch that Rhyperior just to get a second one. Well, it's gone now.
You were too slow.
Oh, playlisted. Relaxing and nostalgic Pokemon Black and White music. All songs start with this song. I don't like that song. I don't even think it's bad, but it just keeps playing in nostalgia playlists. I don't even know where that plays in the game. Garbodu's probably the most overhated. I think Garbodu's overhated only because people incongruously judge it. I think people are not treating it fairly, not necessarily that it's not deserving of hate. I'm not a huge fan of it.
I am also not a huge fan of it. I just don't like its design personally. Which I think makes sense, you know?
Yeah. I don't hate him because he's ugly. You think he's brilliant design? I don't know if I'd say that. But
I can understand it's clever.
yeah.
It doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah.
It can be done well. I still think it's bad.
I think it's, to me, as a biologist, like the idea of an animal that could not exist outside of humans. There are cases of that. Dogs, kind of. There are plenty of plants. But just, I think it's more that I see Pokemon a little bit more sanctious than that. So I don't like the concept of a Pokemon that depended on humans for its existence. I don't know. Maybe I'm treating it unfairly too. Maybe that's just what Garboda does. Like a Klink is a Pokemon that just happens to look like a Gear, I'm pretty sure. You know, in all this discussion of object Pokemon, people forgot about Baltoy and Muppet. Is Shiftry an object? No.
Oh, Mimikyu.
No, that Pokemon actually knits its own stuff. Mimikyu only depends on Pikachu. Well, actually, okay, technically, Mimikyu wouldn't exist in its identical form if people weren't around. It is specifically dressing like a Pikachu because people like Pikachu, but it would exist just fine if humans weren't around. It would just be an amorphous shadow blob that kills people. Well, people aren't around, so other Pokemon. He's like a wooden puppet. He's like a wooden puppet. But he's not a wooden puppet. Banette is a possessed doll.
It's a very creepy doll. I understand why it got possessed.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's another satchel. I don't think I'll hit rank 10 by the end of this, sadly. Am I done with... I'm done with Magpie. Yeah, sweet. Is a fossil an object? A fossil is an object. A fossil Pokemon is not. Fossil Pokemon was revived from it. Mantic's done. Tentacool and Tentacool. We have to have a philosophical discussion on what an object is. I think an object is a non-living structure. I think an object Pokemon is a Pokemon based on a non-living structure. Fossil Pokemon aren't based on fossils. They're from fossils, but they're based on prehistoric animals. That's my lawyering in that situation. Based on... in what context? I could catch another Alpha Drapion. What do I have to do? That's 6. Cross Poison, stunning it. Meowth is based on a statue. No, Meowth's particular, like, set up body design is based on a statue. But it itself is not. It is based on something commonly represented in statues, and arguably just based on a statue. But that's only in its physical design, not the Pokemon itself. The Scorpy really beat you up.
Yeah.
Ouch. All I need to do is just get Cross Poison and I'm done. It's a Metagross. I don't think Metagross is really based on anything. Is he?
I don't know what it would
no,
be.
he's not based on a supercomputer. He's just as intelligent as one. What was that, Cody?
Yeah, I don't think he's based on anything specific.
What does Magmite need? That's what that is. I am outrageous.
Get Magnet, not Magneton, Magnezone.
Not yet, but I can just evolve into it. Doesn't it take a Thunderstone? How am I outrageous?
No. I think Magnezone take the electric field, not a Thunderstone.
Nowadays, it's a Thunderstone.
In this game in specific.
Oh no! Yeah, we fact check that.
I'll fact check it for you.
Professor Outrageous? No, Professor Normalius.
Professor Standard.
Compatible.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, they changed that a while back. Like, Gen 6. Maybe 7. Maybe 8. It was 8.
okay, yeah, it is telling you to use a Thunderstone.
Okay, when I said a while back, I lied. Apparently, it was just not even half a decade ago. Okay. Or 6. If I just evolve another Magnetite, I'm done. Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, Strong Style. But I think try attack too. No, not try attack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. Okay. When does it learn? When does Magnezone learn Thunderbolt? However, Grigus and Litwick I'll count as his object items. Or object Pokemon. In which case, depending on how you count Rotom, Lure is my favorite object Pokemon.
Magnezone moveset. Oop. I can specify Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus. You need Thunderbolt or Thunder?
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt. Level 34.
That's not bad. How to get that?
I wish it said when it masters the move as well.
I do too.
Oh, if you're impatient, you can also apparently get to learn Thunderbolt through the move tutor.
Ooh. Saltman from
cost
Gen
you
9 would not. He's based on a mineral. I don't. Well,
I wouldn't count Knackle as an object.
I would also not count Golurk because Golems are not actually objects. They are mythical creatures.
It's kind of similar to how I wouldn't count Geodude because Geodude's just kind of a rock. You know?
Yeah. Remoraid can learn Charge Beam. If you insist.
I don't
Clay
remember.
statues? Yeah, they're animated clay statues in mythology. I'm pretty sure. Fact check me. Unless you
Golems?
did, and that's what you're saying right there. Because they're in Jewish mythology. Catch one more, and then just charge beam 3 times. That's it. Good. Done. The name of God on a scroll, and he miracles them to move. That does, in fact, sound to me like a mythical creature. The Goylem isn't it until it's animated, right? Otherwise, it's just like a clay guy. Otherwise, regular clay statue. And yeah, that's an object spawn.
Are you just dancing around your Remoraid?
Yes. Okay, so if I just charge beam once more, I'm good. If it has life, it's not an object? Yes. Right.
If you have to give it life by some special means, I would classify it not as an object Pokemon.
I would not classify that as an object Pokemon.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Oh, I thought, yeah.
I said I would not classify that as an object Pokemon.
Because in that case, the Pokemon would theoretically be based on it having given life, in which case it's not really an object anymore. Like, if Litwick were based on a candle, just a candle, it's an object. If Litwick were based on the animated candle from Beauty and the Beast, that is not an object because it is an animated candle, not a candle.
Like, what is it? Driplin?
Driflim? Or Drifblim?
No. Apple. Caramel apple.
Oh, Diplin.
Diplin.
That's an object
Diplin.
Pokemon to be.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
agree.
no, it's... Oh my god, I yelled really bad. Hopefully that didn't hurt anyone's ears. That's based on a worm and an apple. It's not based on an object. It's based on a worm.
That's why I was specifying Diplin. Because is it based on a worm and a candy apple?
How is Trubbish different from Golurk? Because Golurk is based on something that had life breathed into it. Trubbish is just trash. In this case, trash that happens to be animated. Not a Pokemon that's based on animated trash. If you can find a piece of media that has animated trash in it, from which Trubbish is clearly inspired, I will 100% seed.
What's that one movie with all the
With the sentient toaster and lamp and all that?
Brave Little Toaster.
Yes.
If it is based on the trash in Brave Little Toaster,
I was gonna make a joke that all those guys is trash, right?
Oh, you know, the people that are old enough to care about that movie will be very upset by what you just said. The movie's apparently very messed up.
I find it odd how strongly people care about that movie.
Well, I mean, when they were children, they saw electrical plants commit suicide, so... It's a pretty whack movie. Wait, I'm done with Magnet. I don't even need to evolve any. If you would like, for the sake of whatever point you would make, we can consider Golurk an object. I think it's a very flimsy argument that I'm making. I just like to make the argument.
I will say the one thing that bothers me about this game. You can complete the Pokedex, and you won't be a rank 10.
Yeah. Heat Flame, yeah. Or Evolve one.
I don't know why.
Oh.
It upsets me.
Well, because you're not a guy that catches one of every Pokemon. You're a guy that does research.
Yes, but here's the thing, right? I've now done enough research on every Pokemon to fully understand it and create a complete Pokedex and entry on it.
Oh, if you get 10 out of 10 on each, it's not enough?
Nope.
Are you... Really?
The only one I'm missing is the last Pokemon,
Mm-hmm. And you're not
Which-
rank 10?
and I'm not rank 10. I'm like 2,000 off.
Oh.
And I obviously went above and beyond on some other ones, you know, when you're battling with them.
And you're... Jesus. Are you sure? That doesn't seem right.
I need
Oh, never mind.
3,300.
Oh. Wait.
Yep. I need 3,310 more points. And once you've completed each area, it'll give you a little stamp.
I know that.
I have all 5 stamps.
So... The amount of research points you need to get to rank 9 is the amount of research points you need to get to rank 10. That is insane. Is Runerigus different from Golurk? I would say so, because that's just based on runes.
Same with
Cofagrigus?
yeah, Cofagrigus. And Yonmask.
Yeah, those are based on funeral rites. I would call those object Pokemon. I guess there's a more, oven Pokemon. Based on... No, they're not based on something that is possessed. They themselves are possessing something they're based on. For example, with Cofagrigus, a Sarcophagus is not possessed. Got a dead body in it. But otherwise, it's just a really fancy casket.
Possession is also, in my opinion, different than having your own life. Like if I pick up a stuffed animal and start playing with it, the stuffed animal didn't come to life. I am just moving it around. Thus, it is still an object.
Yeah.
Like Pinocchio, I think, is a great example.
Well, that is life breathed into the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the counter example. Like Pinocchio at first was just a doll. No matter how much you, it was just a puppet. No matter how much you moved Pinocchio, it didn't matter.
No, they breathe. They have life breathed into them, I thought.
But they do. That's why Pinocchio, when Pinocchio gets his life breathed into him by the fairy godmother.
Dude, I don't know. It's lost to time, technically. Chop, you played Life of P. Liza P. That's close enough.
Someone gives Pinocchio life. Makes him a real boy. Ish. Pinocchio is sentient and has its own life. It's not being controlled by someone else. Bowler has its own life and is not being controlled / puppeted around. Does that make sense?
Chop, what do you think?
Does my distinction make sense?
I can see.
I believe it, yeah.
You believe it? Does that mean you agree, or do you just believe it?
I agree.
Okay. I was gonna say, those are two very different things.
Yeah.
Like Sinistea and Poltergeist are ghosts inside of a teacup that are moving the teacup around. They're not intrinsic to the teacup, they're a ghost inside a tea. Flashkin 3 times, Trunks out 3 times.
I will say, Ghost Pokemon do make it kind of difficult to properly give a distinction.
Yeah, I would say so.
That's why I avoided it.
But Golem is not a ghost possessing, like... What about Ultra Beasts? Well, those are just normal Pokemon from other worlds, but... Are any of them based on an object? I guess Celesteela is based on a spaceship, kinda.
Circuitry? Is that based off of power lines?
It is based off circuitry. Not actually circuitry, but yeah. That's one of the joke.
Okay.
Kartana and Circuitry. I would say that those are item Pokemon. Ekataka. That's just a building.
Yeah, I think some of them there would be. But what's the clown one?
That is Blacephalon.
Yeah. Like that's a clown. I would say that is not an object. It might have an object for a head, but it is not based off of an object.
No one's out there objectifying clowns.
Like you kind of have to take each Pokemon like at face value. Like Magnemite. Magnemite is just a magnet.
Evolve a fin. I'm done. Heal. Again's done. Claymia's done. Noctillery's done. Man time. I catch one more. Actually. How many for Cobalt Coast Lanes, by the way?
How many for Cobalt Coast Lands?
Yeah. It was like 92, I think.
Hold on. I am going up. By the end of the Cobalt Coast Lands, you should have 94 caught in that region. But you should have 83 in Obsidian Field Lands and 73 in Crimson Mire Lands.
94 in Coastlands.
Yes.
We're not far off from being done.
Like 94. You have 90, almost 94 completed or almost 94 caught?
Almost 94 caught.
Okay.
But they're also completing really fast.
Did you already get Vulpix in that?
Vulpix, yes. Ninetales, no. How on earth do you catch a Tentacool without being seen?
Yeah.
Thank you,
You go on an island and
Wait
you
for
throw
them?
a jet ball.
Ew. Where are Mantine at? Nice one. Oh, I know it was a large one too. That's convenient.
Would you consider muck an object?
Yes. Based on sludge.
That's what I thought. I agree with that. It just feels... I don't know. It feels different. I feel differently than I do some of the other ones.
Nice stealth spray up to. Cool.
Good luck. Smoke bomb. Oh, you don't have any smoke bombs.
No more. Yes.
Man.
Concept objects? Pollution's more than just a concept. You can scoop up a handful of sludge.
It's kind of like tar, you know. Like if there's a Pokemon based off of tar, it's a very real thing.
How do you say that? I suppose there is.
I don't think there is one in the actual games. I think there have been some in fan games.
That's probably what it is.
Oh, critical capture.
It's not a critical
I-
capture.
Me.
That's 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, I'm double tentacle.
Good. Tentacool is annoying.
Oh, that's right. When you jump in the air, it goes slow-mo.
Yeah, I don't understand that feature.
Breath of the Wild did it, Cody. They have to do it.
No, I'm saying I don't understand it because it doesn't work.
Yeah, it sure doesn't.
It doesn't matter how like quick you throw a Pokeball after you go into slow-mo. You will always land and then stop throwing the Pokeball.
Yeah, actually.
It's quite bothersome, actually.
Alright, you know what? There's a Pokemon attack here. I'm just gonna run at this and stun it. That missed? Pollution really isn't a thing outside of our definition of it. Sure it is. Pollution is a nebulous word to describe a number of different types of pollution, but I can, like, go outside, put a bucket on the ground, collect yourself some acid rain. There you go. Acid rain is not actually acid, contrary to popular belief. It is just a slick rain.
Algae, depending on how you define it, like algae in a lake can also be considered pollution.
Well, in that case, I think it's the algae is polluting the lake, but not necessarily the algae itself is polluting. But yeah.
Yes, that's why I said depending on how you're defining it.
Yeah.
And that's a very natural thing. Just because we have a word for it and it is a human concept does not mean that it what existed before that.
In some cases, it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because oil itself is kind of pollution from ages long past before critters were around eating plants.
Prehistoric sludge.
Actually. Unfortunately, your car is not powered by dinosaurs. Just old plants. Revolt picks a day only sort of deal. Sure does look like it.
It might be.
Nope. Dude, the lock-on system of this game is awful.
Be better.
If you click A, it changes your focus.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's so what's happening when your lock on focus sucks? You lock onto one Pokemon, and then that Pokemon, like you're running around it and you didn't get out of its range.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, and that's why they allowed you to change focus, because maybe you were trying to get to a different Pokemon.
It's just nature reacting to upsetting ecology? What? Acid rain or pollution?
I really thought you were just gonna bonk that thing in the face.
And it does make it a special thing, upsetting ecosystems, because in other cases it can naturalize a lot better. Like it can equalize, it can even out. Pollution itself has a much harder time doing that. Oil leaking into an ecosystem is not like any toxicant doing so, because it can't go away so easily. Acid rain is not nature reacting to it. Acid rain is nitrogen infiltrating rain, and it just falls down to the ground and screws up. We don't call it asteroid pollution because we didn't make it. We are definitely a little bit apart from nature, but I do kind of agree with you. I have no clue what point you're trying to make, though.
Are you trying to say that muck would not, like sludge is not an object?
Because in that case, it absolutely is. In fact, muck are only around as long as sludge and pollution to eat are around. Because it itself was born from it, and for some reason consumes it. In fact, there's actually a theory that Guzzlord is a muck from a less fortunate universe. Yeah, universe. Pollution is not just something that, like, attacks the environment. Pollution is a very complex thing, but you can also scoop up a handful of pollution. It just so happens that it shares a word. Like if you go into the wood, you're walking out in the woods behind your home. Or you are squeezing yourself into the fibers of a board. You don't know, you're just arguing over nothing? Hey, that's part of the fun of it. I just have no clue what you mean with that particular sentence there. I'm gonna forecast. Oh, my camera snapped real bad there. Good game. I hope we have gameplay of ZA.
I hope so too.
Chop does have the part where I was talking about what I expect clipped, so we do have a record.
I do. It's in the VC chat. I have it clipped and posted. No. No. No.
I will be cross-referenced with myself. It's making good progress, but I am actually going to call it now because I'm a little bit tired. I've been doing this for 3 hours and I've had to pee for about 1.
Fair.
Have a great night, everyone. It was great talking to you, Zane, as always. Hope to see you next stream, which might be tomorrow, but I really have no clue. It's just kind of happen. And sometimes it doesn't happen. I'll see you all later. Bye.
See you.